Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. Today's video will be talking about being single at 35 and weird dating things and all things to do with LGBT gay dating things. So if you don't want to watch that, then don't watch this video. So I haven't done a talky video with you for a long time, so I thought I'd do a talky video, and we can have a little chat. So I do a lot of these videos, sort of things on TikTok. So I do lots of gay dating updates and weird stories things on TikTok. So go follow me on TikTok if you want to. I've got like 8 followers. Wow, wee! I'm not very popular on TikTok, which is a shame. Anyway. So yeah, I'm single now, single for over a year, which some people might think is not much, but at the same time, I'm so ready for a new relationship. Um, yeah, so, and I've been posting videos on TikTok about like being single and what it means to be single, and weird stories about people who message me. And it's annoying that I never ever get a nice person messaging me. They're always like, um, weird people, you know. Like, I've got this one at the moment who's obsessed with me because he wants to be my boyfriend, and I've only spoken to him for like 5 minutes, and now he wants to be my boyfriend. To be honest, he's the most sexiest one who's offered me that, but at the same time, too young, too immature, and at the same time, very intense. And that's not what I like. It's like, you don't do that. Like, that's some big red flag for me. If anybody who I'm talking to, in after speaking to you for a few minutes, has said, "I want to be your boyfriend, please," I'm like, that's red flag. That's like, you are fucking nuts. And avoid, 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 avoid. And yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, there are people who I talk to for a long time. Hello, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. Get to know each other, blah, 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 blah. And you have a good connection with them. And that's the kind of person who's going to develop into a relationship or a friendship. Well, friendship, relationship, you know, probably friendship, then relationship. If it's going to go that far, probably friendship. But at the same time, you know, they're normal people. And then you get the weird people who are like, "I want to be your boyfriend." And like, they haven't met me in person. They haven't even spoken to me properly. Like, they haven't even heard my voice. Like, they haven't, you know, like, it's like they don't even know me. And they've all they've seen is a picture. So they've seen a picture of my face on one of my holiday trips or whatever, going, "Well, not like that. That's very gay. We don't want to be portraying that as a gay image." But more like, "Hello, nice, handsome," well, that's being very vain, but you know, like, cutie face. And they're seeing that and going, "Oh, I want him to be my boyfriend, please." And it makes me think, like, what are you basing your relationships on? Like, honestly, you're basing your relationships on a picture and talking to someone for about 5 minutes. And, like, that's not going to build a solid relationship. And you know, it's like older, wiser head, you know, 35. Well, I'm not 35 yet. I will be 35 in a couple of weeks, but I just keep saying I'm 35 just to get used to it because it's happening, unfortunately. So I am 35. Not well, kind of. But this is the kind of videos I make on TikTok. So this is why you're getting a TikTok-esque video today. I've lost my train of thought now. It's what it's like on TikTok. So yeah, weird people. Like I base my relationship, like I have a checklist of what all people have to meet my checklist to be even considered as a relationship person. And then people are just going out there going, "Oh, he's sexy. Be my boyfriend, please." You know, like, interests is a massive thing for me. The person who I want to attract has to have similar interests to me and has to be interesting. Like, I went on speed dating and people, I asked them, because as I said, interests are something that's important to me. So I asked them what your interests are. And they're like, "Oh, I go to the gym." Okay. I read a book. Okay. I'm like, you're very boring. Very boring indeed. Where is the excitement? Where's the little pieces that I'm going to pick up that's going to make me attracted to you? Where's the piece of you that's going to get me excited about you? None of them are there. I go to the gym. I read a book. I'm like, life with you would be very boring indeed. Life with me would be very, very fun indeed. I'm a fun person. I'm fun, jolly. You've seen my videos. You know what I'm like. And I try to have a positive look on life. And someone who is very boring is not going to fit very well with me. I like someone who would join in the fun. You know, someone that doesn't take themselves too seriously, willing to have a laugh. But at the same time, someone who's got very similar interests to me, someone who is kind, considerate, loving, someone who is loyal as well. That's another thing, loyalty. You know, you've got to have loyalty in a relationship, but what's the point, honestly? If you're going to go and fuck someone else, then what's the point, honestly? Not be easily tempted. That's another thing. Like, some people easily tempted. Oh, you cheated on me, did you? Why'd you do it? Oh, I couldn't resist it. He just took off his pants and I couldn't resist. It was like, well, then you haven't got very good self-control, have you? And you're not a very good boyfriend. Anyway, that's my life. So yeah, weird people. And then going back to this person, this cute looking guy who wants to be my boyfriend. He was like, oh, I'll drive all the way to Brighton to pick you up. Okay, so you're going to have an 8-hour round trip just to pick me up. You don't even know me. And it's like, oh, God, these people, like, why is dating so difficult? Like, before it wasn't that difficult. You know, my first boyfriend, that wasn't difficult at all. That was very easy. Second boyfriend, also quite easy. And then third boyfriend is not so easy. It's more difficult. Like, oh gosh, what do you do really? Like, you try the online dating, that doesn't work because it's like ugly, 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 like, ugly, 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 like, ugly, 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 like. And even that's based on physical appearance. Which is also quite important to me. I don't understand people who are like, oh, physical appearance isn't very important. Well, I just don't understand that. I don't understand how you can say physical appearance isn't important. For instance, you've got to snog them, shag them, look at them every day. And it's like, well, why would you do that if you don't find them physically attractive? I just don't get that. Because you got to, innit? You got to find someone attractive, like someone who's ugly. Like, I get messaged by a lot of ugly people, and if I snog them and I feel sick afterwards, that's not very good for me. So I'm not going to do that. So it's like, I have done that before, where I've snogged someone who's not very attractive, and I felt quite sick afterwards. Mainly at myself for lowering my standards to actually. You know, but I'm a nice person. Like, that's the thing. Like, I will be a nice person. So I have serviced all the people who might not have got much of a service in their life. So they've been serviced by me. But yeah, I'm a nice person. See, I'm not going to be someone who's going to not sleep with someone just because they're this has had a bad turn, isn't it? We've turned into a bad thing. But anyway, it's like, yeah, I'll sleep with someone. I'm not too fussy about sleeping with people. I am fussy about relationships. That's a thing. There's a thin line. There's a massive difference between wanting to nosh someone off and sleep with someone, and being in a relationship. There's a massive difference. Sleeping with or friendship, not so fussy. Relationships, extremely fussy, because, you know, at the end of the day, being in a relationship is important. It's something that's extremely important to me. Love is extremely important to me, and at the same time, I want to spend my life with someone who I love, and I want to love for a long time, hopefully forever. But and heartbreak is the most awful thing you've ever been through in your, like, if you go through in your entire life. I hate it. It's the worst feeling ever. Gone through it twice. So it's not a good feeling. I hate it, and I never ever want to experience that again. But then at the same time, I've got to experience it again because it's the same feeling as loss, isn't it? When people die, so you have to feel that again and again and again and again. Life's a bitch. Life is a bitch. When you've got to feel constant heartbreak and pain. But it's all part of life, isn't it? But yeah, at the same time, yeah. So yeah. Just wish someone nice would message me. Like, nice, someone nice, handsome, sane. Is it too much to ask for a sane person to message me? It's like everyone who messaged me is like fucking crazy. It's like, oh my god. Oh. Alright, so here we go. This is where I'm getting the hate comments. Right, here we go. So I either get messaged by people from a certain country, which I'm not going to mention because I'll get lots of hate comments. Anyone from the gay community will know which country I'm talking about because it's everyone know who I'm talking about. Now, come on. The country that messages everybody and harasses you for relationships and whatnot, somewhere in the tropics. So that's the one people who message me who annoy me. Second one is I get messaged by ugly people. So many ugly people, but it's not their fault. They're well, to me they're unattractive. Let's put it that way. Unattractive people who are not my cup of tea. And also get messaged by the old people, so the oldies. And someone posts a picture to me saying, "Oh, would you like my pictures? I want you to be my forever soulmate." And I'm like, no. It's like, and I'm too polite to say no, so I'll just ignore you. So if you have spoken to me in the past, and I'm not going to say that. No. Oh no, I've given away all my secrets. I tend to do that on TikTok. I tend to reveal too much of myself, which is a bit embarrassing, and also a bit worrying as well, because I do expose a lot of my inner thoughts and inner soul, and it worries me that I'm exposing too much of myself, because then people know too much about me. And I've spent most of my life being quite secretive. Well, being a gay man, you have to be secretive. Growing up in the 90s, being a gay man, like, you have to be very secretive. And so I keep most of myself private. But then since I've been on TikTok, I seem to be revealing a lot about myself. And revealing too much about myself, which then scares me, because then I've revealed too much of myself and people know too much about me. It's like the persona I show on YouTube is not necessarily all that I am. It's like there's different aspects to me. Like, I can be very jokey, I can be very outgoing sometimes, but at the same time I am quite a kind, sensitive soul. I'm very spiritual. That's a side that I don't really share with anybody, is that I'm very connected to the universe and spirit, and very spiritual. And with that comes lots of knowledge and foreknowledge and cosmic stuff, that sort of thing. But anyway, but then at the same time, most people. But then at the same time, I used to be an extremely quiet person, and I hardly spoke to anybody. I listened, I observed, but I never really spoke, and I was known for being the quiet person. So YouTube is the only way of me expressing myself, so that I'm not the shy person. And so this is a side of me, of my true self, that you're seeing, which you have seen for the past 18 years on this channel, and it has been 18 years. So but then you've been able to see me, the true me, that I don't show anybody else. So that's the thing. So that's a good thing for you. But at the same time, there's other parts to me that I do kind of keep hidden. That is, so I'm not So I don't know. I don't want people to judge me. That's the thing. I don't want people to judge me that they think that I'm this sort of person, when they should just come up and meet me and then see what the kind of person I am. But I'll probably be very shy. That's the thing. You come up to me in public and I'll be very, very shy, and I probably won't talk to you much because I'll be embarrassed. And I then, like, shy mode comes on. Like, it's like a defensive mechanism, isn't it? Like, suddenly your defenses just turn on. You're like, go back to silent Toby. And that's how I am. It is socially awkward. It's not like we are here. But anyway, this is a TikTok-esque video for you. If you want to go check out TikTok, click the link below. You can check out my TikTok. But this is like a gay thoughts video. You know, it's not very professional, but oh, who cares? I put on a shirt for you. But you know, yeah, that's the video. Thank you for watching. If you have watched this far, thank you for watching. I love you, and goodbye.